Yes, massive bless up. It's DJ Bubbles here on Island Beats Radio, and pleased to welcome our well anticipated guest on live on Island Beats Radio, Tabeta Cshae, all the way from Jamaica. How you doing, Tabeta?
Hi, I'm fine.
Wow, it's
Doing really well.
wonderful. It's really good to have you here today.
Thank you
And
so much.
for real, so Tabitha, I'm just gonna plunge right into it. I'm just wondering if you could tell the massive who is Tabitha Cshae and where you're starting from.
Well, I'm just a simple, talented, fun-loving person, pretty much in a nutshell. I'm humble, and really talented and, doing my thing.
For real, I would have to agree with that there for sure. You definitely have the talent. So, how did you go about establishing yourself in the music industry?
Well, it was a bittersweet road, but, it's come a long way. Well, actually, my first known single out there, I think a lot of people know it, Spartan Angels featuring Tommy Lee. So
Okay.
I came on that huge platform when I did that song in 2013. It was really good. It actually went number one. Did really well. Still doing really well outside of Jamaica.
Hmm.
So that's when I came on the musical scene. I would
Okay.
say officially, but I was there like about maybe a 10 or 11 years before that, doing
Yes,
mostly reggae, not dancehall. But they kind of dragged me over in the dancehall scene, so
for real.
everybody would know Tabita since 2013.
Okay, so officially you would say then that you hit the spotlight in 2013, but
Yes.
I know I met you prior to that,
Before that, yes.
hmm in about 2011 or so, I believe. And
2010, I think. 10, 11, around that time.
yeah, I think it was 2011 actually. I met you
Hmm.
in Portmore at the
Yes.
Music Basket Studios.
Yeah.
So, despite the fact that it took you until 2013 to
Hmm.
actually make a name for yourself, tell me
Hmm.
what you were doing in the industry prior to that.
Well, I was always doing music. The woman thing going on music already, and
Yeah.
especially in Jamaica, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of tight,
Right.
and it's not really that easy for a woman artist, especially. So I was just there doing my thing, working with a lot of known producers, So especially in the reggae part, because I started out doing reggae.
Okay.
I'm like a reggae soul person. That's what I am originally, you
Right.
know. So
Okay.
yeah. I was working with Sly and Robbie. I was
Okay.
working with Bobby Digital, Oma
Hmm.
Harris, the Handel Tuckers. I was
Okay.
just doing my thing.
And of course, I fully understand. Now, you touched on a very great topic there um, regarding the woman in the reggae industry in Jamaica. How
Yes.
would you define that struggle?
um, it's really, really, it's really hard. You know, it's really hard. You have to be a fighter. You have to have male instinct. You have
Yes.
to have the fighting something about you. You have to have that male dominance about you, and I got that. So it
Wow.
wasn't really a problem for me, because
Hmm.
I know where I stand. I know what I stand for.
Hmm.
I know what I want. You know,
Of course.
and whenever I put myself out there, I put that out there also. Like, what this is what I stand for, and
Hmm.
nothing else. So if this is not what you think I stand for, or this is not what you stand for, then take another route.
For real, I admire that fierceness about you still. Now, what would you say in specific are the main barriers for the females in the reggae industry in Jamaica per se?
Wow. I think it's just a whole being a female thing. I don't think it's anything specific. I think it's just us being females.
Of course, of
It's
course.
not anything specific like, oh, it's because of this or because of that. I just think it's because even if you're doing what they require of you, it's still as hard as not doing it.
Of
So why do it
course.
then? You know,
Exactly. Of course.
it's just hard.
I understand, but you seem to have overcome that. Now you mentioned,
Overcome. Oh, I didn't even put myself in the position because I think life is all about putting yourself in positions.
right.
If you know, because every woman who's entering into the music industry, reggae or dancehall, especially dancehall,
Mm-hmm.
they know what it comes with.
Yes.
You know, they are aware. It's not like they're not aware. It's just that maybe sometimes some of them think they can do it because they haven't really experienced it, so they don't know what they're getting into. But when they actually get there, then they realize. Some actually do it, like they try, but it's just not going to work. You just have to find somebody who really believes in you.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them find people who believe in it, and separate and apart from that, they're willing to work with that, but not everybody is. So some people do it, some people just back off, some
Right.
people just follow the right link you know
Of
so
course.
it has a lot to do with luck also, and being at the right place at the right time.
For real.
So I just think you have to carry male dominance with you
Yes.
and keep your fingers crossed
Yes.
and your legs crossed.
And it's wow, I like that one. It sounds as if you've had a lot. It sounds to me as if you've encountered some experiences where you've had to enforce the male dominance with you as to what I hear you're saying, which is pretty great. But on another note, I did hear you mention Sly and Robbie, who
Mm-hmm.
definitely have made a great impact in the
Yes.
reggae music industry,
Yes.
in terms of their rhythms and what have you. I know they're definitely icons. So have you done a lot of work with Sly and Robbie?
Yes, well, I did a few work with them, but it was kind of cut short because
Mm,
I was kind of dragged over into the dancehall scene with that song at the time. So before that, I was working with Sly and Robbie. We were actually working on a EP,
mm,
but we didn't really get to do any much work on it. But I've done a lot of singles there.
yes,
They're really nice people to work with, very
yes.
upstanding, respectable people.
Mm,
I tend to surround myself with those kind of people.
of course.
So I try not to put myself in certain positions where I'm going to be taken advantage of.
Right.
If I'm going to be taken advantage of, it's not. It's in another way.
Exactly.
It must be musically or something.
Yes.
You know. So you surround yourself with a certain kind of people, and you'll get a certain kind of result.
That's
You
true.
know.
That is definitely true. I really admire that outlook for real. So in 2013, your collaboration with Tommy kind of opened the portal for you, but in the dance hall sector.
Yes.
But your preference is it to do like a
Reggae music,
one drop?
soulful reggae music.
Okay, for real. But have you had the opportunity to engage more in the one drop and the soulful and roots reggae music? Or,
Um, I think it's kind of slowed down right now in
mm,
Jamaica. The
okay,
reggae scene is kind of slowed down,
okay.
and it does have a little bit of politics to it. Like, I don't have the locks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that Rasta image. So a lot of people not gonna believe you when you sing a certain kind of song. So I tend to stick to my nice lovers rock. That is
Yes.
not so much of the religious side of
Mm-hmm.
reggae, but it seems to be the religious side that is really making a turn right now.
The
Making
conscious.
money. The people who are touring right now. It's that side. I think
Wow.
they kind of lack the other side because we haven't had it since JC Lodge. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Of
So
course.
that's what I'm bringing to the table right
For
now. A
real.
rebirth of
Yes.
JC Lodge.
Okay, like the soul and the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she had a quite a flair for that sector of the reggae industry for real.
Yeah.
But so it looks to me as if being a female in the music industry, there's a lot of, I wouldn't say strikes, but
Mm.
obstacles, for
Yeah.
example, image, expectation, and what have you. I did see that you performed on Rebel Salute this year, which is
Hmm.
definitely an accomplishment. How did you go about getting on the stage for
Well,
Rebel Salute?
actually, it wasn't like a main. I was doing like background vocals because I do background vocals sometimes, but it
Okay.
depends on the artist and what
Mm-hmm.
caliber they are. So I
Yeah.
was doing background vocals for Shakademus and Pliers,
Ah,
my
yes.
great honor, So yes, it depends on the artist. I did, background vocals. It was a really good performance, as usual.
For real. But despite all the obstacles, I see that like we could see each other live. So I'm not
Hmm.
only hearing your voice, but I could see the
Hmm.
expression and the passion that you have for reggae music on your face. And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you could share with me and the massive, what is your ultimate goal? What would you like to achieve with your talented voice?
Well, really and truly, I would like to make a difference, a different kind of difference. I would like to, when I do reggae music, I do it because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm singing, it's like something I want to bring across to the people. I want to remind you of, you ever, you ever smell a perfume and it bring you back 20 years?
Yeah, like musk.
Or, that's the effect I want to have on people.
Mm.
So whenever they want to be in a certain zone, they listen to Tabeta Cshae, and there is a difference to it. You know, I want to make that difference because we all here welcome to Jamaica right now. We're all here what's coming up, and I
Yes.
know that is nothing like I'm doing. So I know I have that difference. You know,
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. You're definitely gonna hear a lot of things from Tamita Shea, different flavors from Tamita
Yes.
Shea, because I was dragged over into the dancehall scene, so I have to capitalize a little bit on it, not much, because I don't want to
Yes.
go over too far in it.
Yes.
So I do a little bit of dancehall here and there, but clean music, pure,
Yes.
straight, strictly clean music.
Clean. For real. That is
Yeah.
so, I mean, whether we like to say it or not, when people think of reggae, especially outside of Jamaica, when
Hmm.
people think of reggae, they think of cartel and the hype messages that are conveyed in the music. So it's a rare entity to see someone who wants to keep it clean, who doesn't want to go the extra mile to, like Madonna, type of extra mile just to be established. So
And
trust
that's the
me.
thing. That's the thing right now. Everybody thinks you have to go that way. And really and truly, that's actually how it's set up right now.
Yes.
Like, if you don't bring that to the table, you're not appealing.
Yes.
But I know there are different kind of people. The real people in music understand what music really is about and the
Hmm.
true value of music. Some I don't really listen to, what I say? I don't really listen to what is happening right now.
For real.
Most of the time, I just do to be the shade. I'm coming from Judgment Yard, Sizzla Kalonji background.
Yes.
I have a Rasta in my heart,
Yeah.
roots, flavor, that's my thing. And, you know, it's just here. It's not going to leave. I don't know if it's because I started out like that, why I'm like this, or why I feel this way about reggae music, but I don't know. But I like it,
For
you know?
real. Of course. And that, like I said, I'll repeat it again. It's a rare entity to hear a young person such as yourself
Hmm.
so grasp into the foundation mentalities, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I heard that you and Tommy Sparta kind of opened the gateway for you a little bit. What are some
Yes.
other of your accomplishments that you hold dear to your heart pertaining to
Well,
your music industry?
well, I always wanted to perform sing, but I never knew what I was going on sing with because it's dancehall.
Mm.
So that year, it was really good because I had the perfect number one song and um reggae sumfest.
Mm.
I did reggae. I actually got best cameo, best performance, reggae sumfest 2013.
Wow.
Yes, best performance. That's what they said. And I don't know, I think I did really well for the
For
first
real.
time there. And my performance wasn't even like a long performance. It was just me being there. And at the end of the show, everyone was saying that no, that's not her voice. She's lip syncing or
Mm.
something because they just
Mm.
couldn't believe that it was me singing. But it was a really good feeling. It's a very big accomplishment for me. Because every artist want to be on certain platforms.
Of
You know,
course.
so of course you want to start from yard. I don't reach overseas.
Exactly.
Well, I've done a lot of shows overseas. I've performed a lot of places overseas.
Can you
You know,
name a few places?
well, we did a Caribbean tour, so we
Mm-hmm.
went to some of the Caribbean. We went to Suriname, Guyana,
Mm.
French Guyana, Trinidad,
Wow.
Barbados, Costa Rica.
Mm.
I went to New York. I went to the States. Did a
Wow.
performance there also, and England is next. But
England, yes.
Europe for me this year, Europe is a
Is a must,
I
eh?
yeah, that is where I want to be next performing.
For
That's where I
real.
want to go and make my mark next.
For real.
So I'm working on that right now, the Europe platform.
Because I've heard you, I heard mention of you in Canada, so I'm hoping that
Yes.
we see you here this summer. I know
Definitely.
I've heard.
I heard that, most of my music I've heard people call me and say, if I'm here in Canada and I hear music and it's doing really fine, and I'm like, really? Because I don't know
Yep,
how it went. I don't know how it reached there, but music is music, and it
it
it travels.
spreads. Yep,
Yes.
it
So
does.
I was like, yeah, that's nice.
It
You know?
sure does. Because I've
Mhm.
heard your name, Carrie Mullings, I believe, from the Rebel
Okay.
Vibe show. I think I had received an
Yeah.
email. She had done an endorsement of you. So
Mhm.
that's wonderful. So
Yes, I remember. Mhm.
there's no regret, there's no negativity in the fact that you chose to go the roots and conscious way, you know what I'm saying? It may seem like the long way, but it's the
Yeah.
best way, you know what I mean?
It's. I think people who love music should do music the most comfortable way they see it. You
Exactly.
know. So that is what makes me comfortable. Sometimes you have to step out of your zone still, because really and truly, music is evolving every day. So even if you're doing reggae music, you have to evolve. You still have to evolve. I know that you want to stay, you know, foundation or groundation, whatever you call it, but sometimes you have to put a little twist to your thing. You have to modernize it a bit because you're not doing music for you. You're doing music for the masses, and you have different age groups to appeal to.
Yes.
I want to appeal, well, I do appeal to the younger age group, and that is a part of my main focus, that age group, because trust me, when you have them, you have everyone, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Well, I
you
could
know,
say right now that that one particular song that I've been stressing you about because I know your music way back from 2011. It all started with Wherever I Lay My Hat. And then I think the song you
that was the
did,
first song you got with me.
yes.
And remember, I don't know if you got that one on the party time rhythm.
What's the name of it?
I think I don't even remember. It's been a while,
I'd
and
have
it's
to
my
go
song.
back in and check it. But
I
I
think it's
know
over and over,
over and over.
over and over again. Why you make me feel like I'm floating on the clouds? I think it's something like that. Party time rhythm, yeah, man.
I gotta go back and search. but there's certain songs from you that stuck in my head. So
Yeah.
definitely wherever I lay my hat, because that was the first. And then you did a song. It's called "Not This Time,"
Not
A-
this time.
and "If You Don't Wake Up." Those
Hmm.
three songs, and then you came out with "Bubble." DJ put this on replay, that
Yeah.
song, and then now I've fallen in love with your song "Champion." So I'm gonna ask
Champion.
you, yeah, did you
Yeah.
write that song, Tabita?
Well, actually, it was me and a friend of mine. That's Kryptonite, the guy on the
Mm-hmm.
track.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote that song together.
It's amazing. Do you think you could give my massive a sample?
Cause if you really want it, you can get it in
You can get
life.
it.
Whether you win or lose, it's for you to decide.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like what
Cause
you
anything
say.
you want, you can achieve it. It's a nice song performing. I think we performed that song. I think it was year before last at GT's Extravaganza,
Ah,
and we had a really good
I'm
response.
telling you,
Really good.
the moment I heard it the other day, I was like, whoa, it's the
Yeah.
message and the vocals, everything was just so perfect,
When I was sending
So,
it to you, I was like, I know Bobby's gonna like this one. I know she's gonna like this song. I
you
say, yep,
know,
I'm
my,
definitely have to send Champion because I know she's gonna love Champion.
and I'm
You
telling
know.
you, my girl, it's always on repeat that my children know the song now. They're like,
Yeah, man.
are you gonna keep that song on repeat, Jano? I'm like, yeah,
It's
because
like it's world music.
it's
I
the
love world music.
the world
You know.
music. For me, it's the motivation through music that
Hmm.
it when I play the song, it makes me feel to get up and keep moving. So
Energize.
that's the importance of music, is the message that conveys through those notes, and that song definitely hit the spot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So it was a good choice. So I know
Thank
you have a desire to be in England this year. Do you have any concrete plans for 2017?
Well, 2017 is mostly visual for me
Mm-hmm.
because I have a lot of songs, but I
Okay.
don't have a lot of videos out. So a lot of people would, who is Tabeta Cshae and they'll go on YouTube, but they'll see like a one or two video of me. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to give more visual,
Yes.
and a wide range of what I can do
Yes.
in that time. So I'm all about visual this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely am going to Europe this year. You know what I'm
Ah.
saying? So that is my goal for 2017. I am going to Europe. I want to broaden my spectrum.
Yes.
I want to bring my music to that side of world. I know my music is there, but I don't think it's there enough. I need to be there in person.
Yes.
So that and the visual, definitely.
Visual, for sure. So, what I'm gonna, definitely, I hope that comes true for you this
Definitely will.
2017, that you be in England or London or
Canada.
Manchester, Canada for sure. I just have a feeling I'm gonna see you this summer. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
more than a gut feeling, so that part. But when you get to Canada, then you're gonna tell me all about England. Um,
Definitely.
so that's how much I believe in your music and your capabilities. It's just to know the dates. Yo, no problem. I know you long time still, although I've chipped out of your life for a minute, but
It's okay. You've never been too far. You see, you don't
God.
have to be talking every single day to know
Mm-mm.
that someone is there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can
Yeah.
just know that they're there.
Yeah. I'll never forget.
It's not even absence. It's just we doing our thing. You know.
That's it, but I've never stopped playing a Tabeta Shea track. So, and I,
That late my hat track. I haven't. I only heard that song once.
oh, really?
After, yes, and that was about 5 or 6 years ago, and only heard it once when
Mm-mm.
I think Dalton Lee on Hits 92 was playing it,
Mm-mm.
and I didn't hear it ever again until you sent it to me. That I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
and
I
I played it all day.
oh my goodness, wherever I lay my hat, yeah.
That's
I always kept that tune. I never let it go, you know. I just O'Neill had sent me all the tracks on the rhythm, and I just your song and Renee are the two that I never let go of. So
mhm, yeah.
definitely, yeah, and that was way back still.
Well,
For real. So are you working on any new songs right now or anything?
well, late last year, I was actually working on my EP. I was actually
Okay.
working on an EP. Yeah. So I didn't bother releasing it because the year was, the year done last quarter. You don't really want to put out your EP. So I've decided that I'm going to release it around February. I actually
Yay.
did the video launch for the song Money Love.
Wow.
So I'm kind of, bringing a different side of Tabita right now, like a more. I just don't want to sing music for the females. I want to sing music so the men can appeal.
Yes.
Because the other day I was driving with a friend of mine and he was saying, I was like, why don't you play? Like, why most of the songs that men play in their cars or they jam to are like a dance song, like dancehall, Movado or Cartel or I never hear playing a woman song. I never hear play a Spice or whatever. And they were like, because most of the things that women sing, men can't really, we can't relate to it. We can't jump to it. Like, unless I really like the song, I'd be playing it in my car. Otherwise, from that, I cannot relate to it.
Wow.
So I'm doing music right now. Some of the songs that I'm doing is to relate to the men. So,
In what
of course, I have.
sense? Relate to them like in on what aspect I should say.
Well, one of the songs that I started out with, I shot a video for it the other day. I'm gonna release it like in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It should be released. It's called Money Love. I think I sent it to you. It's called Money
Yes.
Love, and I sang that song so the man can relate. You know.
Yes.
So when you were at the video launch and the song was played, the men went crazy. I'm like, yes, this is what I want. You know. So
Grab
the man them love it because it's about money, and they haven't heard a woman doing it like that. They don't really
it.
hear a woman doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
a woman do a money song, she talk about a man or something, or you know what I'm saying?
Of
But
course.
I kind of do it in a male way,
Yes.
so they can really relate, and you could hear that song playing like a man's,
For
you know,
real.
even though it's a woman singing it. So
It's true, I heard the song and
Money Love
Money
is what
Love.
I'm promoting right now, about to
Ah.
release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the songs from the EP. One of the
Okay.
songs from the EP. Yeah.
And you
So
said, sorry, love. You said we could expect that EP in about February.
February,
Ah,
I'm
okay.
releasing it.
I'll
Yeah.
keep my eye out for that for sure. So yeah, you got a point. I mean, like, there's so much like both men and women they tend to not they tend to do music with a biased view, to
Hmm.
stick up for the man or stick up for the woman. So it's
Yeah.
good that you're doing a blend, most definitely. And so you've toured out the West Indies, so your next endeavor is Europe, and
Yeah.
more than likely you'll be in Canada. Other than
Definitely.
that, you've told me what you wanted to achieve, right?
Hmm.
For young girls coming up in the industry, tell me what sort of advice that you would give them in terms of not giving up what they want to achieve. Like, what were your coping mechanisms to overcome the obstacles of uh, a role of a female in the industry? What encouragement, I should say, would you give to a young female artist stepping into the business?
Well, first of all, I would say I would ask her if she really know what she wants. Do
Uh-huh.
you really know what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into? Because it's serious business if you're serious about your craft.
Yes.
You know, do you have real talent?
Yeah, that's an
Because
important.
you have a lot of people coming out now. You have some artists that come out and they're like, you know, oh, I got up yesterday and I sang this hook, or I was singing a song on my phone and I posted it and a lot of people liked it. So therefore, I'm gonna become an artist.
Mm.
And they make it really hard for the real artists that are out here actually doing their serious work. Because here's the thing about Jamaican music right now. It's mostly about gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get up tomorrow morning and gimmick your way, you'll find yourself on a really, really big platform next week. And it's it keeps us that has been there for a while asking, what do I really need to do?
Mm.
What am I doing wrong? Should I make a clown of myself?
Wow, yeah.
Should I what? It confuses you, because it changes so fast here and you don't know what they want, and there's so much politics here. So right now my thing the overseas, that's the outside of Jamaica. It's always really been over there because them say I get more love outside of your country, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I definitely get more love outside of Jamaica, you know. So I'm going to focus on that.
Wow.
I think I've done a lot of work here. I think I've done reputable work here. You know, I think if I go outside of Jamaica, someone can say, they can call Jamaica and say, hey, do you know Tabeta Cshae? And they'll definitely get a response. A very good response. So I
Yes.
think it's time for me to broaden my spectrum.
Yes, you're the second artist I've spoken with, most recently, that's stemming from Jamaica, who says the same thing, that, it's like you have to leave your kingdom to become a queen or a king
Yeah,
because of the type of hype or material that the
yeah,
people are gravitating to, and it's actually pretty discerning, you know what I mean?
it
But
is.
just keep doing you, you know what I mean? Now tell me, where could I tell my fans of you to find you on Twitter, Instagram? I know you have a Facebook fan page. Could you tell them where they can find you, Tabita?
Well, first of all, the spelling is Tabeta Cshae. That's Tabeta Shay.
Yes.
And you can find me on the whole works,
Uh,
the Instagram, the Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can just Google Tabeta Shay and you find her. You know what
for
I'm saying?
real, for
So
real.
yeah.
And how is
My
your
my name is
interaction? Oh, you
it's
go
it's
first,
really good,
Mama.
It's really good. It's really good.
You
As an artist, as a brand, you can never stop promoting. So it only gets bigger.
you were gonna say your name is.
My name?
hmm
I don't remember.
You were just you were just about to say it. You're like,
Oh, yes, I was about to say my name is very unique, so it shouldn't be hard to find me,
yes.
So once you go on YouTube and you type in Tabeta, it's the beta, you'll definitely see me come up.
Tabeta Cshae. I don't know why I say Cshae because you have this
Hey,
Shay.
hello.
Tabeta Sheer. Sorry, babe. All right, I'm gonna lock that in my memory for real. I
The,
mean,
the C, the C and the S, it's silent, so it's Shay. It's pronounced Shay.
okay, I
So,
gotta
yeah.
notate that.
Yeah.
So, how do you interact with your fans? I mean, do you have some public relation help, or do you actually respond to your fans that
I
write to
do.
you? Oh,
I
that's
do. I
awesome.
think it's good when you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think every artist should once in a while
And it,
receive from fans.
and
They
it's
feel more closer to you.
yeah,
You don't overdo it because you don't want them to get too familiar, or get to the point where they think they can become disrespectful because they do that. So
mm,
you give them moderately. You know,
moderation
yes,
for you.
you keep them engaged, but you don't give them too much of yourself because that will
Exactly.
devalue you.
Yes. And so, in terms of support, if someone wanted to support your cause to buy your music, do you have your music on iTunes and what have
Yeah,
you?
I have my music on iTunes,
Oh, that's good.
Amazon.
Mm.
You can find me here and there. There are a lot of more sites that it's on. I don't remember some of the names right now. I think uh
Spotify.
yes,
Okay.
Spotify. It's on Spotify.
Okay.
It's here and there. But if you want
Okay.
most of my songs, you can find them on iTunes.
Okay, that's what I most wanted to confirm. So that's pretty
Yeah, once
good.
you go on my Instagram page, there's a link underneath. You can go straight to my iTunes page. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful then. So, do you manage yourself or do you have a designated manager right now?
Well, actually, I'm kind of doing my thing right now. I was recently in a contract, kind of coming out right now. It's not really working out for me.
Mm-mm.
So I'm kind of coming out of that, still doing my thing because I always do me. I do not
Okay.
wait on people to do me. So I think that if if I'm going to be in a management or with management and I'm still going to be doing the same things that I would have done by myself, I might as well be by myself.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't make sense.
yeah,
So then, right now, you're an indie artist and independent.
definitely
Okay,
right now,
I
for now.
like for real. So that's what I wanted to touch base on. So Tabita, I don't know how to thank you, my girl, for coming and taking the time to talk to us here on Island Beats. But I'm not gonna let you run off just like that without just wondering if you could just bless us up with some acapella, and let them hear you raw and
Okay.
uncut. All right.
Take me back to the arms that I belong to. Come brighter days, you'll be the one to say, catch me, baby. This love is crazy. Be my hope tonight. And though it seems we're drifting apart, this girl and breaking your heart. So keep your love near. I know you love me dear to your heart. And we got things we need to discuss. Let's take this pain away. Always.
Wow. Oh my. Did you sing in church when you were younger?
Little bit. A
Yeah.
little bit.
God, I love your voice, girl.
Thank
You
you.
know, there's a song that I've fallen in love with. It's not a reggae song. I don't know if you ever heard this song, God Bless the Broken Road. I would love, I'm going to send it to you and see
Okay.
if you could sing that over in reggae. I'm telling you,
Okay.
Tabita, that would be the best song ever. So I will email you the song and
Hmm.
tell me what you think. And if you could sing that over, girl, I would love you till death.
Definitely.
For real.
Definitely. Just send it to me and
It would
I will
have
do
to
it.
be on like maybe a slow rhythm or something, not definitely not dance hall, but
Yeah.
you said you love soul, so I'm convinced you'll fall in love, you know.
Hmm.
But Sabita, I'm so proud of you from
Thank
the
you so
time
much.
you're welcome, hun. The time I met you at O'Neill's place,
Hmm.
I've seen you grow a lot, and you know, I remember meeting you. You were so quiet, like not quiet, but observant, you know.
Yes, observant.
I know that
Yes.
we were introduced and everything, but I've watched you grow and grow into something very phenomenal. So I just want to tell you, not only as a DJ right now, but on a personal friend level, I want to
Yes.
tell you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's
I
rare.
definitely will.
For real, you done know. And when you really hit the spotlights, which I have no doubt you will, I'll be
Mhm.
proud to say, hey, that's my friend. I met her. I
Definitely.
interviewed her for real.
Definitely.
You done know.
Definitely.
And is there anybody in Canada or anywhere else that you want to send a shout out to or just give a big up to right now?
Well, I hope I remember everyone, which I don't think I will, but I want to say big up to I want to say big up to all of my fans and first and for all, because
Mhm.
without their love and support, I wouldn't be here,
For
you know.
real.
I want to say big up to the fans, for the continued love and support. And I am going to continue giving you real good music, you
Oh
know. I want to
gosh.
say big up to my team, that's Team Tabeta Cshae, Straight Street Entertainment,
Yes.
Mars, Groundation, Mentor. I want to say big up to everyone. I don't think I'm going to remember everyone right now, but I just want to say thank you so much for being there for me, for always being there.
For
And I'm going to
real.
continue the good work that I'm doing. And I want to say to my fans to be,
Yes.
I definitely won't let you down. You
No.
know, Log on to Tabeta Cshae, find out anyway, just follow me, and I'll
Exactly.
definitely follow you. Yeah.
Yes. I could definitely vouch that she will follow back. You don't know. And Tabitha, once again, I'm just saying thank you for this interview and for sharing your, career with me. And
Definitely.
keep doing what you do best, and that is your music. So
Hmm.
massive. You heard live and direct right here on Island Beach, straight from Tabeta Shea, alongside DJ Bubbles on Island Beach. Do you
Yeah,
think
but big up Island Beat.
I
DJ Bubbles,
mean,
the drops them are come, right?
oh
They're
God,
coming
I
right at
can't
you.
wait. Can you give me a sample?
A sample. Oh
A
my God.
sample, yes.
Ah, take me back to the station I belong to. When island beats a play, I have to say, catch me, baby. Yeah, man. We're gonna
I,
say tomorrow we're gonna seal you
oh
up
God.
real, real,
I
real
know
good.
that I'll have my sound on repeat then tomorrow for
Definitely,
sure.
real good.
My girl. Well, since I could see you give me a props live, boop, you done know, fams. So
Yeah, man.
massive. Keep it locked right up here on Island Beats Radio. You done know. To be the sea Shay, bless up yourself, see?
Yeah, man. Anytime, man.
All right.
Anytime, just call on me.
I definitely will. So we're over and out.